Welcome back to my channel. Last time I explained about the how we can construct the solar system and the Milky Way galaxy using the letters. I mean how to phonetically create the solar system and Milky Way galaxy. And now I always tell you about what the Pascal's triangle is. The Pascal's triangle is basically the powers of 11 arranged in a table, 11 raised to 0, 11 raised to 1, 11 raised to 2, like that. And last time we used 11 as the basis for our construction, right? We took from 1 to 11 as one half a semicircle, and 12 to 22 as another semicircle, and here we have used w x y z as the what do you call the Pythagorean triads which control this particular oval, or let us say the age. Like, now what we will do is, here if we look at 14641, the digits in the row, the individual digits in the row, then they are nothing but powers of 10. Like in binary, the base is 2, number 2, and we from left to right, rather right to left, we give the numbers in terms of ones and zeros, which make up the binary number. Similarly, here the base here is number 10, so this is 10 raised to 0. I mean, the 10 raised to zeros. This is the 10 raised to 1 position. This is 10 raised to 2, 10 raised to 3, 10 raised to 4. So the digits here represent 14,641 in decimal system. So though this is based on 11, it is in fact the powers of 11. What the 11 is divided into, that particular, as I call it, I, is divided into individual parts, is the individual parts are given by powers of 10. 10 is nothing but the basic unit of energy. 11 is basic unit of mass, you can say. Now, so now what we will do is, we will take from 1 to 10, let's say, and consider we will construct the same Pythagorean triad, like using 3, 4, 5 making 6, 3, 4, 5 making 6, that is 13, 14, 15 making 16, 23, 24, 25 making 26. Like that we will proceed and build the constructor system. So now there is another thing here. While discussing genders last time, I have given a formula 10n plus 1. This 10n plus 1 is what we are going to use here. Not exactly 10n plus 1, 10n plus 3. From 10n plus 3, 10n plus 4, 10n plus 5, 10n plus 6. That is the kind of formula we will be going to use. We will be using in constructing this kind of solar system and the Milky Way galaxy. Now, if you look at the letters will naturally differ, because earlier we took multiples of 11, and the last four for those the w x y z as the Pythagorean triad. But here now, since we are taking 10, kind of 5 digits will be left off, right? Here, if you take from 1 to 10, and then 11, 12 are also included here. Similarly, here it will be 21, 22 will also join the hierarchy. Hierarchy in the sense the apex of the pyramid, or whatever the structure we are going to build. The sphere, basically, that sphere is controlled by, earlier it was controlled by 3, 4, 5, making 6, and now 1, 2 will also be included in this. Anyway, so the other interesting thing is, if you do like that, then let us see here. We have constructed the first ever basic Pythagorean triad is a 3 cube, that is ch, 4 cube is a d, 5 cube is e, and 6 cube is of course f. These make the original triangle 3, 4, 5, right? And after that we will have 13, 14, 15. Why and how we arrived at 13, 14, 15? So because for the simple fact that 13 cube plus 14 cube plus 15 cube do not equal 16 cube, which I am showing it as the apex figure. But instead, if we take 10 plus 3 whole cube, 10 plus 4 whole cube, 10 plus 5 whole cube, then you will have some 4 digits each for numbers in each of these cubes, like given by a plus b whole cube is given by a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. So according to that formula, you will have a cube, 10 cube, 3 cube, followed by plus 3 cube. So you'll have a 3 cube here, you will have a 4 cube here, you will have a 5 cube here left. And of course 10 plus 6 whole cube will give 6 cube also, right? Will contain 6 cube also. So those cubes, 3 cube, 4 cube, 5 cube and 6 cube here, they control this system. And there is a free energy of 10 cube and other digits also, like 3a square b. 3a square b is for example 3, if a is 10, then a square is 100, 3 into 100 into 3. 3 into 100 is 300, into 3 is 900. 900, that will be left, still be there, right? So those digits will be there, and along with them we'll have 3 cube, 4 cube and 5 cube. Those make this 16 cube. Right, now we have similarly we have 23 cube, 24 cube, 25 cube, making 26 cube. Same formula. 10 into 2 is 20, 20 plus 3 is 23, 20 plus 4 is 24, 20 plus 5 is 25, 20 plus 6 is 26. It goes on like this. And same case with 33, 34, 35 giving 36, 43, 44, 45 giving 46. Same, and the letters will be differing. Here it is the vowel A's turn, so it will be day, this will be bay, this will be che, and this will be something like Yeah, so 56 is a day. The 56 is day basically. And similarly, you have 63, 64, 65, 73, 74, 75, 83, 84, 85, 93, 94, 95, 103, 104, 105, 106. And here you have 113, 114, 115 giving 116, 123, 124, 125 giving 126, and 133, 134, 135 giving 136, 143, 144, 145 giving 146. This should have been 146 here. 153, 154, 155 giving 156. So the core concept will remain same. And let us now see what are the implications here. Basically, these all have very big esoteric implications. In my language, when the kids start writing, the function we hold for that is called the Aksharabhyasa, meaning practicing writing letters. So the letters themselves are called Aksharas, and Abhyasa is practice. And then the very first letters they write on the slate are O, Na, Ma, that we call the alphabets, in the sense like the name alphabet came from the Greek first two letters, alpha and beta. So we call them alphabets, and they are called alphabets of all languages. That has become a common noun. But here, similarly, when the kid writes for the first time on the slate, he writes O, Na, Ma. So, what these O, Na, Ma are and where from they came. As I explained just now, we constructed Pythagorean triads using 3, 4, 5 giving 6, 13, 14, 15 giving 16, right? So here if you observe, 15 is O, 14 is Na, 13 is Ma. So O, Na, Ma. These are the letters the kids are writing when they start writing letters, learning to write letters. So these are the O, Na, Mas, O, Na, Ma. And similarly, you have 23, 24, 25 giving rise, giving 26. So if you follow the same logic here, the first letter would be Y, that is Ya, Ksha, Wa, right? And we all know, at least those who watch my videos know that in Proto-Indo-European languages, the letter X is replaced by letter H, right? We all know that. So if you replace X with H, then this is Ya, this is Ha, this is Wa, meaning Ya, Ha, Wa. We all know who Yahweh is. The God of the Jews, in fact, the father, supposedly the father of Christ. And I mean, all the Christians basically believe that Jehovah is a father figure and Christ is a son figure. And Wa here, Ya is for the Yahweh, the X is Christ and W is, they think that W is Va, but X is not this X. In fact, it is Ha, H. So there's in Mexico City, where the Mexico City is called Mexico in Spanish and most of the European Indo-European languages. So wherever you have X, that is replaced by H. So here, ya, ha, wa. So this is the basis for all pagan religions. In the sense here you have 15, 14, 13. This is otherwise, this is O, Ha. Instead of na, they use ha, o, ha, ma, meaning the original trinity, pagan trinity of Osiris, Mary, and Horus. OHM. This is O 15, M is 13, Ha is 8. So 8, the sun, sun, sun is son of Osiris and Mary. The N again, as usual, is replaced by 8, H. Getting it? So, so here, so the original trinity of all pagan religions is Ohama, that is Osiris, Horus, and Mary. So this is a pagan school of thought we have already seen. Now let us look at the other school of thought. The other school of thought, as opposed to pagan school of thought, is basically the Gnostic school of thought, right? In the Gnostic school of thought, what do we have? We have, this is the chi rho symbol. Chi is nothing but the X letter, X in what do you call Greek letters. Chi is the first letter of the Christ. In the word Christ, when you write the word Christ, the chi is the first word in Greek word, Greek letter which is used as the first letter. And the rho is, rho looks exactly like the letter P. So what is the number of P? P is 16th letter, X is 24th letter. So naturally, the Gnostics believe, monastic school of thought believes and worships different kind of trinity. Which is that trinity? Let us see now. We have, so far we have seen that here we have one trinity here. This is the first trinity. The moon, the sun, the Betelgeuse, giving 6, the Saturn. In the rudimentary form, in the sense, when they were material, just material, this is not, doesn't have life. So till here it is the Saturn, the element, the, what do you call, the planet Saturn here. These represent moon, sun, and Betelgeuse, and the Saturn is controlling them. And here, if you come to this, I already told, this is Osiris, this is Mary, and this is H. Ha is 8. 8 is nothing but 8 squared is sun. 8 squared or 4 cube is sun. So this is the Wo Nama or Wo Ha Ma, if you replace N with H. So Wo Ha Ma was the pagan trinity, and another pagan trinity, which was Ya, here Ya. This Ya, Ksha, Va actually, but Ksha was replaced by Ha, so Ya, Ha, Va, that is another pagan trinity, right? Now we'll come to the Gnostic trinity. Gnostics, as I told you, the most important numbers they worship are P as in rho 16 and X 24. So this is what do you call the Gnostic trinity will have P as a father, N as the son, and L as the mother. Always show you that in the Great Schism, 36 divided into 24 and 18, and 16, 12, 20 came, there was one set. That is a Gnostic school of thought, and 18 is the what do you call pagan, not pagan, what do you call it? The I'll show you. I think here, yeah, the Proto-Indo-European school of thought worships 18. 18 is R, and this is 15 O Odin, and this is 12 is Frigg or Freya, I think. 9 cube is basically the 9 worlds. So this is the trinity of pi. So now if you come back to our discussion now, here, as I told you, which will be the Gnostic trinity? 16, 12. 16 is father, 12 is mother, so 14 is the son. Here, if you use same logic here, 26 is a father, 22 is a mother, 24 is a son. So this is the Gnostic Christ, and of course H is a pagan Christ. Pagan Christ, and of course the Gnostic Christ. So that is a basic difference. You can extend this logic to any number of ages, any age. In fact, even here you can use 34 instead of so here 42, we have 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 43, 44, 45, making 46. Let us say in this you can use, instead of 44 you can use 34 instead of ra. And similarly you have here 53, 54, 55 giving 56. In this you can use, instead of BE you can use, instead of 54 they still use 34 ha instead of bay. And similarly you can hear 73, 74, 75. Instead of 74 they will use naturally 60 here, hey. So wherever you have this 4 figure, they will replace it with the whichever is the son of that age will replace. For example, let us say here for the last one we'll check here 53, 54, 55. So instead of 154 they will replace 154 with 138. See, that is exactly what they do. So see, these are the two schools of thought. So the core point here is the Christ of the Gnostics is letter X, that is number 24, and the Christ of the pagan school is H, that is number 8. 8 squared, 64, or 4 cube, the sun, our uh, very own sun. The sun whom we see daily is this guy, H, 8. So of course you will have equivalent suns here, As the ages progress, you have ha, he, he, ho, who. Okay, so these are the pagan sons and Christ, and X here you have Ksha, now Kshi, Kshe, uh, Kshi, Ksho, and of course Kshu. Kshu is the ultimate Christ. So 154 is the Gnostic Christ for the age U. Oval U. If you take oval U, the last age, therefore in that age the Christ will be 154, whereas the pagan Christ will be 138. Yeah, that's what I wanted to explain today, and using this system we can as well see how they look like. This is how it will form, and yeah, say similar same thing as I have shown you yesterday. The I just put them in loop and animated. So that is how the world would have formed using the number 10 as the basis. Yeah, so thank you for watching the video. As I also told you that this is the stage at which we are. So the most relevant Pythagorean triad that will apply to us is the present age is 93, 94, 95, and 96 is the father figure. Of course, this is the father figure, and if you observe, these are basically the digits in the serial number or the energy providers. So the energy provider in the latest our age, present age, is 9 along with 4, and 9 along with 6. Once this is completed, we enter the fifth dimension. When you have number, the first digit in prime number indicates the dimension. So fifth dimension. So when did we enter fourth dimension? Let us check. We entered the fourth dimension. See here, we had 397 here. ZE, even in ZE we didn't enter fourth dimension. We entered the fourth dimension in the age of the vowel E, I rather, I, which is pronounced as E in Proto-Indo-European. So this is where we enter the fourth dimension. This is where we will enter the fifth dimension. So it's a whole big change, 96, the element 96. And of course, the who is a Christ of the pagan Christ here? He, 86 is the pagan Christ. And who is the Gnostic Christ here? 102. 102 is a Gnostic Christ. See, 104 is the Father, 102 is the Son, 100 is the Mother. So the letter VI is a very good number. In fact, it is the 100th number, meaning we are entering the age of 10 cube. 10 cube, as I always tell you here, this is a ninth level. So at the ninth level, we have the yin and yang. Sorry, excuse me. Yin and yang will be there. Here, good and evil are equal, 50-50. But once you enter this 10th level, 10 cube, 10th level of the Pascal's triangle, then you will attain perfect order. Order is achieved here. So at the 10th level, I always tell you, the Purusha Prakriti of Sankhya Darshana Also explaining that also, I told you that 10 cube is where you will achieve the perfect order. So that number is, and also you might have also observed here 126 we have. What is 126? Which letter is 126 here? uh, the letter VO, that is a Gnostic mother. This will be Gnostic father for this age, Gnostic son, Gnostic mother. So 126 Gnostic mother, with Gnostic mother, you will enter seventh dimension. So this is a perfect dimension, perfect heaven. Even in my very first video, I told you about the seventh dimension and seventh circle. That seventh circle we will achieve at 126. So this was so kind of this is 126. We achieve seventh dimension here, and here this is the perfect order. So every which way you look at it, it will be like that is the best number. 126 is the best number. And after 126, once you reach 126, the next stage is, of course, heaven, the true heaven, not the false heaven of Jupiter. The planet Jupiter is a look called the Swarloka in Indo mythology, but it is a false heaven. It is just a square, it is not a cube. But here, when we reach 126 and go above, that is where it is a perfect heaven. So yeah, I think this video is getting long. So let us call it a day now, and let us meet some other time when we have something more interesting to discuss. Thank you for watching the video. Bye for now.